What's up, everyone? Welcome to a True Underground Story podcast. I'm here today with C.Rowe, and I am your host, Timmy Burner. So tell the people a bit about yourself. Where are you from?
I'm from Mississauga, like right in Meadowvale, MDV. I grew up there till I was like pretty much 19, and then I've lived in some condos around Square One, and I'm here now.
What was life like for you up there growing up as a kid?
Like, it was super chill. It was easy. There's like, I could have just coasted through it or whatever, but like, there's always trouble to get in everywhere. So like, I used to just like go out and like cause shit. Like, dude, we used to be so fucking bad at like 14, 15, 16. And like, we were so bad, like, to older, but like, we just got smarter. But like, dude, we used to be like 14 years old and fucking just. Dude, this is gonna sound so bad, but I swear to God, we used to just like get wasted, and then we'd be like, "Yo, let's go do demolition runs." We used to call them demo runs, and we just run through our city and like topple over cars, like smash windshields, like literally just break stuff, and then sometimes take shit, like just car hop for like an hour and take GPSs and money, like phones or whatever, and then go pawn them and shit. When we were like 14. We do that every time we got drunk, dude. Like like we like got our ass whooped the 1-2 time by like some real older people, like 40-year-olds, because we were car hopping in their car, their neighbor's car or something. And like thinking like even being in my mid-20s now, I'm thinking like, yo, I would whoop some little kid's ass if they fucking touched my car. Like I can't believe I used to do that shit, bro. Yeah, Carmel. Yeah, I went to Mount Carmel. It was always, yeah, we called them bush jams in the fucking forests around there. Yeah, crazy. It was sick. Growing up there was like fun as hell because like there's not a lot of eyes on that area, at least at the time, from police and shit. So we could just cause so much trouble, and we used to get away with so much stupid shit.
God damn. Yeah, I think it's like just different cultures because like here in the States compared to Canada, like I was always like, there was always that stereotype, like, oh, Canadians are so nice. Like, there's no shit like that up there, and they're telling that stories like,
yeah, especially around here, like Meadowvale, like Mississauga is the city next to Toronto. So like I can get to Toronto in like 15, 20 minutes. Some people in Mississauga can get there in 2 minutes, but yeah, like Meadowvale, like the area in Mississauga I grew up in, is like it's still like somewhat close to the city, like easy to get to the city. So like, yeah, everything that was around kind of Mississauga City and Toronto City, like there's so much trouble to get into. Like, yeah, everything. I feel like everything outside those two cities, it's mad different. Maybe Brampton too. Brampton, Mississauga, and Toronto are like very similar, and like everything surrounding those cities, all the outside cities, are so different. They're so different from our culture.
So how long have you been making music now?
I'm just coming up on 3 years. Like in a couple months, it'll be 3 years.
Oh damn! So you're like still new into this.
Yeah, dude, I'm still new. I gotta keep my head up sometimes, because I'm thinking like, why are these people getting these opportunities? And then I'm here and they've been doing this for 10 years, 12 years. I'm like, oh, okay, like I just started. But yeah, like I got a lot of plans. I think I have a lot of plans, better plans than anyone else that's about 2 and something years in, ready to go,
Yeah. I mean, I've heard your progression because when I first got put onto you was shortly after I created all of this, the company and everything, and I think your first song was Splash that I had heard. I mean, You've had a steady progression since Splash.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Yeah, Splash was my first big song for sure. I did that, that was kind of a collab with this company out here called Up Next, like a big promo company, and so they helped me get that song out there a lot. I guess kind of worked as like a distribution deal. And then after that, I just I kept dropping and dropping. And right now I'm at the point where I'm holding off a lot of my music. A lot of my followers know I have like an abundance of music videos piled up with this new director called New Wave, like the best director in our city. And so like once I got that first video, I was just like, holy shit, like I can't just drop this and put like 10 grand into promotion, like, and have it go in my city. This needs like 6 figures of promotion. Every song, like the way these are so good, these new visuals and the songs are better. It needs 6 figures behind promotion. So that's why I'm holding off right now. I'm just saving my money, doing some things to get my money up right now. So like once my money's there, and we'll be there soon. We'll be there soon. So like I'm not telling my fans you gotta wait a year or 2 years. No, we're gonna be there very soon, and like we'll start dropping music real soon.
Yeah, I mean, to have a game plan that's real smart, especially like you're saying, like that's light years ahead of what a lot of people who are only a few years into their music career have, is actual game plan. And
Yeah.
you having something is real smart. What was some of the music you grew up listening to as a kid, whether it was the shit you was bumping or stuff your parents had you listening to?
My parents actually listened to like good music. Like they listened to a lot of soul. So I got to hear a lot of, I guess, 80s and 90s soul music growing up. But what like I started listening to once I like knew kind of what I liked with music and stuff, I don't know, maybe I was like 6 or 7 years old or something. First artist I can ever remember like growing a liking to an artist was 50 Cent. And it was just like gangster rap from there since I was like 6 years old. I thought it was the coolest thing. And like my mom would like go out and buy me the clean CDs without the parental advisory on it and stuff. And so like I grew up listening to pretty much 50 Cent, like heavily. You couldn't tell me another artist was better than 50. And so like with 50 came Eminem, obviously they're like a package deal. And like I listened to a lot of Eminem growing up, but then once I was in like high school, it was pretty much all like Drake, Tory Lanez, and Kodak Black. Like those are my favorite artists. I listen to some Hot Boy now, Stunna Gambino. Yeah, there's some American artists that are really, really sick.
Yeah, I was kind of curious, like, when I had asked you, I was curious how many artists that you were going to give me earlier today that were going to be, like, Canadian-based, because I couldn't tell you how popular some of the guys that are popular here are in Canada, because they're not, like, huge names. Like, is Lil Durk and Lil Baby, like, popular up there like they are down here?
Yeah, they're huge. They're massive. But I will say, at least Toronto and the cities surrounding it really do focus on Toronto. Like even the fans in the city, they care a lot about the Toronto artists. I know that everyone says, "Oh, everyone puts down people in their city," but music's people know Toronto to be a music city. Like they know it to be the best, possibly the best in the world. We gave everyone Drake, The Weeknd, Justin Bieber, Shawn Mendes, Kanan. Like there's probably some Tory Lanez, Party Next Door. Like there's so many. Like you could say Drake and The Weeknd, and people can argue that they're the biggest artists in the world right now.
I mean,
And they're
it'd be a fair argument.
Yeah, both from Toronto. So like, yeah, I think Toronto's definitely known for a music city, and we get a lot of support regardless of what people say. But yeah, to answer your question, yeah, Baby and Dirk are still huge down here. What's up, Twy? Twy's another big artist out of the city of Toronto.
What made you want to start pursuing music? Because you said you're in your mid-20s now and you're only about 3 years in. So what made you want to start making music?
Dude, I used to like fight so much, like just in the street, like at clubs and bars and shit. Like I scrap everyone, just go start fights. And so I like was in and out of court a shitload, and I had to go to rehab eventually. And while I was in there, dude, I honestly just took full advantage of everything. I really changed the person I was. Like I wrote in a journal every night, and sometimes I would write songs. So I had like 5 or I think 6 songs written while I was in there, and I couldn't like contact my family or no one the whole time I was in there. And I seen my parents and my baba, like my grandma, Um, and I think my sister and my ex and like they all came to pick me up the last day. And I read them my whole journal and like some of the songs. I showed them some of the songs. My mom's like, "Yeah, you should go to a studio and like record some of those. They sound really good actually." And so it was game over the second I stepped in the studio. I booked like a fucking $80 an hour, like real professional studio. Like I mix and master all my own shit now. Like I took time to learn it all, but dude, when I started, I was at a nice studio, a few nice studios, and yeah, like I just it was over right from the second I recorded like the first few lines, did my first take, and when I heard it back on the headphones, I was just like, oh my god, yo, I'm good. I'm good at this. And yeah,
Nice.
it was over from there. I've always had a business mindset with everything growing up, like everything growing up. Like even when we were doing like street shit, like I wasn't trying to like sell drugs, like just hanging out on a corner, or like if someone needs a quarter or a fucking half ounce or something, like we were doing like big distribution, like 10 pounds, 20 pounds, like shipments all over different cities and shit. Like we were doing like thinking like big with everything we ever did. It was always like be the boss and like have a business mindset behind it to get the most money and the most out of it. So yeah, I brought that into music. That's why I do all my own marketing and like everything like that, you know.
So, what does your mom think about the music that you've been releasing?
Yo, she likes it. Like she understands like some of the like harder shit. Like yo, there's some songs like she can't listen to. She'll cry if she listens to and shit. She's in one of my music videos, Same Mistakes. So that's all part of a trilogy. Long Nights, When I'm Up, and Same Mistakes. Each video like picks up where the last one left off. And yeah, like she has a lot of care for my music, and she has a lot of care for me. So she whatever I choose to do. I used to like I used to train fighting and like fight in demos and tournaments and stuff. I used to do bodybuilding a bit, and now I'm fucking doing music. So I've switched my focus a lot, and she's always supported me. You know, like she came to my fights, she'd come to my events, like when I was showing in bodybuilding. She'd come to. She just came to Celebration Square. It was the first show she's ever come to. I guess when I first started, she came to a little show I put on, but like first big show concert and everything that I had, she came to just the other day. So, and then she knows the videos I have piled up. Like some of the videos, like I go really into depth about the relationship with my mom. You know, Same Mistakes was kind of just an apology song. These next videos you're gonna see, like especially Promises, are like so meaningful, and I really open up about everything growing up.
Is there like any females that are like celebrities or whatever that have your eye, like a celebrity crush?
No, I love my girlfriend.
Smart answer.
It's funny. I was literally dropping her off at work today, and she's like, the interviewer is gonna ask you what girl do you want to work with and stuff like that. I'm just like, I already got my answer ready. Don't worry.
Who are some artists you would say that kind of influenced your sound?
Definitely Tory, not with like influencing my sound. You could probably definitely pull some Tory from some songs like Right Fee or Heist. But just the idea of how to move in the industry and how to be versatile. You know, he does so many different things. I don't limit myself to anything. If I like a beat, like whatever style of music it is, I'll hop on it. Like, so like he's definitely influenced like my versatility. And I'd say like when I'm trying to do like hype music, I definitely consider like how I think he would go on this beat or something like that, you know? And then I'm influencing myself like currently, like as I'm making music, I'm right now actually creating this like style that's it's like I'm putting too many syllables that can be in that bar, but I'm making it work. you know, it's like that 30 on my side and they keep on searching for the right path to get energy to fight back. You know, my enemies, they don't like that. They keep on hoping that I'm on the right track to see the fuck up on my flight path. And I can meet you halfway. You know, my heart is guarded and it's just, I can't deal with connections even though they want to follow us. So like, I'll speed it up and then I'll like slow it back down. But like, I'll make sure I hit every end of the beat. So I'm like right now trying to work with that because I'm making some real sick kind of Cali sound, Florida sounding music. And yeah, like I'm like influencing myself right now, honestly.
Hey, it's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
So I noticed that your music videos all go onto 6buzz premieres. What is that?
Yeah, so big projects. I always try to put on a giant platform. So it's the largest promotion company, or not even promotion company, largest music network in our city in Canada.
Oh,
6buzz is like the biggest platform. So they offer many different things. One of their things is their 6buzz premieres on YouTube. So it helps draw views in, helps get new followers, like new fans and stuff. But I also have my own channel. So I'd say 80% of my videos are on my own channel. But when you type me into YouTube, fucking, I don't know, 4 out of the first 5 are going to be 6buzz videos. So, yeah, it's just a giant platform. Great platform. Last time they posted me on their Instagram, and that's even bigger. They have like millions of followers on Instagram, and they included me in like a lineup when I dropped a song with Fame Holiday, and yeah, so the song went huge. It's my most viewed video now.
do they also own the company 6Clout?
No, you'll see many companies like that in our city. They all like offer similar things. Some just have more reach. Like 6buzz has access to literally everyone. Like,
Right.
He has access to Drake, so he could, for the right business, get access to anyone in the entertainment industry. But yeah, you'll see 6 Wars, 6Way, 6 Views. There's a lot of them like that. You know, we have Keep 6 Solid, which is probably as well one of the best ones. Real Toronto News, Wave Room, Straight Out of the 6, Up Next. There's a lot of great promotion companies in our city.
So I got a game. I had to give me some artists, and I'll have you tell me your favorite to least favorite project of theirs. I have their projects wrote down. We'll start with Party Next Door. You've got Party Next Door 1, 2, and 3, 7 Days, Party Mobile, Party Pack, and No Fuss.
So 7 Days. Actually, no. Party Next Door 3. Party Next Door 3 is my favorite. And then 7 Days. 7 Days was like, he literally made that in 7 days, and the song with Rick Ross on that is just like, it's ridiculous. It's so good. And then probably Party Next Door 2, Party Next Door 1. And then like, I can't even remember the names of the other 2. Like,
there was Party Mobile, Party Pack, and No Fuss.
Okay, yeah, Party Mobile. And then honestly, I can't really remember No Fuss and Party Pack, so I'll just put them together at the bottom there.
All right. Then we got Tory Lanez.
Yes.
How long have you been listening to Tory Lanez? I need to know if I should skip.
Since he was 14. I used to watch him freestyle at Scarborough Town Center when I was like 12 or something.
God damn.
Yeah.
Right, so we've got his albums I Told You, Memories, Love Me Now, Chicks Tape 5, The New Toronto 3, Daystar, Loner, Playboy, and Alone at Prom.
Yeah, dude. And some of his other tapes, he's got even more. Will be more of my favorites. I could probably do this. I can remember all of them. So I Told You is definitely number 1. His album, I've never heard such an album. Like, I've never in the history of music, if you listen to that front to back, all the skits, there is no album in the history of music that is such an album over a mixtape or an EP. You can tell it was made to be his first studio album. Like, it has that story feel. It's beautiful, dude. It's the best piece of work I've ever heard in my life. And then I'd say Chicks Tape. Ooh, dude, I'd say maybe Chicks Tape 1 or 2. Chicks Tape 1 and 2, bro. They're the same to me. They're so similar. Like, I'd say Chicks Tape 1 and 2 are like equal for number 2. Probably. Oh damn, bro. This is hard for Tory, bro. Probably Chicks Tape 4, and then Chicks Tape 5. I love them all, but yeah, it's just my order, I guess. Chicks Tape 3 is a bit lower, yeah. And then, so yeah, Chicks Tape 4 and Chicks Tape 5. Then the New Toronto, or no, Lost Cause. Lost Cause is like first ever like mixtape. Lost Cause, and then the New Toronto 2, New Toronto 1, and then New Toronto 3, and then Chicks Tape 3. And probably Loner, Playboy, and Alone at Prom are all the same at the bottom there.
When the first time I had heard Tory was actually the song he did with 50 Cent off Memories.
Dude, that song is so slept on. I'm so glad that's your first one you heard. Dude, the story he tells is a true story.
Yeah, it's like excellent storytelling rap.
Yeah, dude, that was a real girl he used to date, and that is one of the craziest stories I've ever heard in my life.
And then I will say, when all that shit went down with Meg and he dropped Daystar, that album was probably on rotation like all the way through for a solid few weeks afterwards, because that album was so hard.
When he had her carrying him out to the lake in the body bag and shit in the music video, I was like, yo, this is, I had goosebumps talking about it. Like, he's the whole creative behind it all too. He plans out all this shit. Sometimes he edits his own videos.
Yeah, that's insane. He's very artistic. You can tell that he's very in tune with his artistic side.
Yo, it's the amount of confidence. It's the amount of confidence he has. Having that amount of confidence, you have freedom in your mind to do whatever you want because you'll be confident doing it.
So next we got Kodak Black. Also had a lot of albums, so I wrote down, I think, 8 of them. And obviously, if there's one I missed that you know, feel free to insert it. We've got Painting Pictures, Dying to Live, Bill Israel, Back for Everything, Heartbreak Kodak, Project Baby 2, FEMA, and Lil Big Pac.
Okay, so his actually, I don't think you named it. I can't remember what it is called, but his newest mixtape that has "Don't Leave Me," Dejan Bem, Dirty K, that Tory relanes to Mucky James. Bro, that's my favorite. That's my favorite Kodak project. And then probably Project Baby 2. Name the other ones again.
We got Painting Pictures, FEMA, his new album, Back for Everything, The Dying to Live, Lil Big Pac, Heartbreak Kodak, and Bill Israel was the other one.
Yeah, okay. Bill Israel's my second, probably, actually. Then Project Baby 2, Painting Pictures, Heartbreak Kodak, then Painting Pictures. And then honestly, the other 3, I can't even remember like too many songs off the other 3. Like,
okay, that's fine. Yeah, if there's ones that you don't know, you don't even have to name.
That's the thing. Is like Kodak's probably like I love Kodak, but he's probably the least listened to artist. Like about 4 years ago or 3 years ago, maybe when I sorry, yeah, probably about 3 years ago when I started music is when I really got into Kodak. So I didn't check out a lot of his older stuff, but everything he's dropped since I've started music, like I listen to front to back, and I definitely take influence from him.
Then we've got 50 Cent.
Yes, sir. Oh,
We got Get Rich or Die Trying, The Massacre, Curtis, Before I Self-Destruct, and Animal Ambition.
they're all some of the those first three you named, Get Rich or Die Trying, Massacre, and Curtis, are literally like the fucking best albums I've ever heard in my life. Like, I don't know. They I've never heard albums that have so many hits that had hit records like on them, you know? Like, so Get Rich or Die Trying is definitely number one. Like, bro, High All the Time. High All the Time is one of the sickest songs. Many Men, 21 Questions, Into Club. Like, bro, that had hit after hit after hit. Like, I think Don't Push Me was even on there. Like, Hustler's Ambition. Like, that's crazy. That shit's crazy. Definitely Get Rich or Die Trying. I think I said like 18 million or something like that. And then fucking, yo, it's literally like how well his albums did. That's my order. Probably Massacre second. Bro, Just a Little Bit is one of the sickest beats in music history.
It is. It's a very sick beat.
The drums that Dre did on that shit is crazy. Probably Curtis, number three. And yo, Curtis, like, people don't even realize Curtis might have the most hits. Like, and it only hit like 3-4 million in sales. Like, Curtis had AO Technology, Fire. Fuck, dude. Oh, dude. If I pull up Curtis, Straight to the Bank, I Get Money. Like,
yeah, it's very slept on as one of his projects. I'll agree with that.
Like it definitely like did well. You know, like a lot of artists can't do that. Like that's top 1% of artists could sell an album that much. Yeah. Like, but for that he was going head to head with Kanye.
I was about to say that's also what kind of hurt him was him going head to head with Kanye.
Yeah, not even hurt him. Like it definitely, even he knows it helped him because his career was. It's not like his career was going down. It was just right in the middle of the way music is sold is being changed, and music in general is changing so fucking quick. It's got a lot. Music's way better now than it used to be. It's got way more swagger and like the things they say. No one's gonna listen to it unless it's like really from the heart and shit. You know, like unless it's like real shit or unless it's just hype ass music. You know, and 50 couldn't continue with that. So like. He bowed out like at the right time, and now he gives the game what it needs, like when he feels like it and shit. So yeah, like Curtis was on his like decline, but dude, it's sick as fuck. Yeah, and then probably Before I Self-Destruct, and then Animal Ambition, bro. I can't believe you said that. I'm gonna watch Before I Self-Destruct right after I get off this. I swear to God, like I haven't. That was like one of my favorite 50 Cent movies ever, and I haven't seen that in forever. I'm watching that right after this.
Lastly, we got Drake.
Yeah.
We've got Thank Me Later, Take Care, Nothing Was the Same, Views, Scorpion, Certified Lover Boy, Honestly Never Mind, and then I had to write this one in because I had forgot it earlier, More Life.
Okay, I know Scorpion's my favorite. I know Scorpion's like by far my favorite. I listened to a couple Drake albums, I think 3 Drake albums just last week, like front to back again. And I think More Life is my second. Blem, Feel No Ways, like that it has so many good songs on it. I think it has In My Feelings too. That might be Scorpion, but I think it's More Life. But yeah, like that More Life, it would be number 2. I'd say probably Views is number 3, just because it has possibly my favorite Drake song ever. I think it's called You With Me. Um, there's like one part where he goes like so hard, and like Drake is always monotone, you know, he's
Yeah.
monotone, but he went ham on the song. He's like, the people that I need, and on my way to make this dough. A lot of men they cut the check so they could take this flow. A lot of men they cut the check so they could take this flow. And like I just never heard him like, and he's like sounds way more passionate than I do right now. But like I never heard him like that. So it's my favorite Drake song. So yeah, that's Views is probably number 3, and then definitely Nothing Was the Same. Probably Thank Me Later, and then Take Care. And sorry, I forgot about Certified Lover Boy. I'd probably put Certified Lover Boy. Probably just above Views. I'd probably put it 3rd, and then Views 4th. But yo, actually, no. What's his newest album? What's his newest album called?
Honestly, never mind.
Never Mind. Yeah, sorry. Honestly, Never Mind's my 2nd favorite. People gonna hate me and call me an idiot for that, but like, Honestly, Never Mind's definitely my 2nd favorite. If Scorpion like wasn't such a beautiful body of work, it'd be Honestly Nevermind would be my favorite, but that's just because of like the type of music I like. Like,
yeah, that's what I was about to say. Like,
I get it's not for everyone, but I like R&B way over rap, like way more. And so, if I could have had those beats and made an album like that, I would choose to for sure.
yeah, I mean, and that's like music in itself is subjective. Like, not everyone's gonna like the same shit. Like,
Yeah.
I personally don't like it because I don't like dancehall music.
Yeah.
And that's what that album is.
Thing like dance hall and house is it's a preferred taste. Like not so much dance hall, but house. Like it was a lot of beats on that, and house is a fucking super preferred taste. So I don't even like house like too much. I don't listen to house ever. Like I listen to very slow R&B or like new melodic rap, Lil TJ, Stunna Gambino, and Polo G type of shit. You know, like. So I don't listen to house at all. But when I heard that album, I was like, and then I heard Drake say something too. He's like, "We're 5 years ahead of you guys. Like we're literally 5 years ahead with this sound. Just you guys will catch up." And that hit me so hard because I had just listened to the first album, and then I had seen that on TikTok or some shit that he was saying that, and I'm like, "Yo, no cap. Like it's it is like something I've never really heard. It's like a classy version of house, you know. It's not heavy house music and stuff, or it's like a very calm, classy version of house music. And I was like, what the hell? This is mad different. Fucking melodic driving in here. Quill MLB, yeah, Quill. I'll check that out. Or K Will.
Yeah, like I even said like. After it came out and I saw people like hating on it, I said, y'all are hating on them because you don't like it. But that album still went fucking number 1 in minutes. Like,
of course. Yeah, I think that because it's Drake, like gonna happen. Drake could like fucking fart on the microphone and oh, it will. I swear to God, he could fart on the microphone. Obviously, that'll go number 1 because that's controversial. But yo, he could sing the ABCs. He could drop a song called A B C D E F G H I L Z, and it'll go number 1 just because it's Drake. And there's never been an artist like that in history. Not even Michael Jackson could just drop a song, no video, nothing, put the shittiest cover art. Honestly, never mind. I'm not saying it's a shitty cover art. Like I'm just saying it just said honestly never mind on it. Like, yeah. I don't think he had cared too much about the cover art, and like he could drop a song called ABC and make the cover art just ABC Drake. and it's gonna go number one. Like, there's never been an artist like that. Michael Jackson, he had to put these massive productions together, and R.I.P. Michael Jackson, he's the GOAT by far. Like, but he had to, he worked so hard, so hard, and Drake just can go here, and then he's number one. It's insane.
And he was definitely, like what you're saying, like with how he came out and said that they're 5 years ahead. The following week, Beyonce dropped a dancehall track.
Yeah, that's the thing. If it's not the artist they're expecting, and like, I don't know. I don't get it. Like, I really don't get it. Hating in general. Like, my dad always said broke people hate. Like, the only people who like will hate on you or like talk about you bad, like for no reason, is people who have no money. And it's so true. Like, I've seen it. It's so true. And dude, I don't know. Like, I've never, you'll never catch me saying anything bad about an artist. Even so, let's say like, okay, Billie Eilish. I don't understand, like, or sorry, no, I don't say. What I'm gonna say is, I don't like her music myself. I don't listen to like any of her music. There's not one song you could show me where I'd be like, oh, this is amazing. Like, but I hear it and I understand why people like it. Like, it's just not my style. The way like my music isn't some people's style. But I totally get why some people listen to her. I can hear it. Like, all the way down to the Island Boys. I can see why they have fans. I like, bro, take this in. You could think of the weirdest thing, eating soap or something. I don't know. So that's just whacking a comment right now. Eating soap. Someone does it. Someone out here does it. Like, someone in your city does it. Down the street. Like, there's something for everyone. So like, some people are brought up on, so many people are brought up on similar lifestyles, obviously, like, everyone's different shit, but like, the lifestyle you live, there's also someone else out there living it and stuff. So there's a fan base for everything when you think about it. All that weird shit, like, there's a fan base for everything. So yeah, that's why I'm trying to just build my fan base. I know I can get a massive one.
The only thing that upset me that you just said is the fact that the Island Boys made their way into fucking Canada. They're,
yeah, like, yeah. Yes. I guess I don't like them. I'll set you, but yeah, like, they, for sure. Everyone in North America knows them. We all get the same version of TikTok. China created it, so their version could be a smart science math-based version. And then they filter ours to be
dumbed down entertainment,
girls dancing and bullshit videos and funny skits. So we're scrolling through it for hours.
Yeah. So who would you say is probably like your favorite artist at the moment?
Tory Lanez. Like,
Tory Lanez.
Yeah. Definitely Tory Lanez. And like, I'm not even like a fan of nobody, but like, definitely the artist I think is the best artist. Like, bro, it's crazy. Like, it's my opinion, but I truly think he's the best artist in the history of music. I don't think there's anyone that can go off the top of their head so well as him. Not even Eminem. I know Eminem can definitely never stop. He can rap for an hour straight. Tory, you'll hear him hiccup and he's back on and shit. But like, I know Eminem will nail that shit down, like, bar for bar and everything. But when it comes to like what someone's saying in a freestyle, like, you got to go listen to Tory Lanez on Sway in the Morning and LA Leakers, like, you got to watch his live streams. You got to watch Tory. Go, trust me, after this, bro, go look up Tory on radio stations like Sway and LA Leakers and him freestyling. It's all off top. Like, this really used to battle rap right out here in Scarborough, and it was all off top, dude. He used to like diss older heads so bad, like in front of everyone, and then they beat him and leave him within like his underwear in the middle of the street, and he'd pick himself up, come back the next day, and wreck them again in front of everyone. Like there's no one like him. Yo, if you go listen to Happiness. You gotta listen to Happiness. Tell Me. It's 2 songs in one. It's on. It's on. Is it on his first album? I think it's on his first album. Yeah, definitely on his first album. I told you, like my favorite album. It might be one of my favorite songs, also by. Well, actually, there's another one. But yeah, he has so many transition songs. My favorite song by him, actually favorite song in music history, is "Set It Off Better." So the second half of that song is called "Better," and it transitions like, and dude, is when he comes in with "I still wanna fuck you, you know what I do, shawty, I'm out with the crew, shawty, you know how I move, shawty." Just the way the beat comes in and how like it just sounds like his heart's all over that Logic file, and yeah, like his transition songs are incredible. But yeah, go listen to Happiness, Tell Me. It talks about his life, like his mother growing up, him finding out she passed away and everything like that. And I've just never heard like someone so vulnerable on a song, you know, like there's infinite reasons I could go off about why I think Tory is the best and why he's my favorite. Yeah. At one point, 50 Cent, but once I got into music and I got an understanding for writing rhymes and stuff, yeah, like Tory took it by far.
How have you got to do many features for other artists?
Beyond many features?
Yeah, like be featured on other people's songs.
Yeah, dude. So take this in. I've been on so many. Sorry, I do want to like read the comments and stuff. I be loving how you pick the artist, bro. It'd be crazy how you can tell when someone loves the music, how they talk to the interview. I talk my ass off.
Yeah, I've been on a stretch here lately with a lot of my guests where we start talking about artists, like doing the album thing, and we'll all both like sit there and go back and forth about just talking music.
Well, I'll tell you, this guy right here does his research, definitely. If he's known me from Splash and he's in my DMs asking me who my favorite artist was, he was definitely a very good prep for this interview. Sorry, what is he? Ask me again?
Oh, sorry. It just how many features you've gotten to do for artists.
So take this in. Roxy, what's going on? Roxy's one of our models. She's in a lot of videos, More Than Love. But yeah, like I've gotten so many features, dude. I've probably done 30 features, and maybe 10 of them, or probably 8 of them, have been released, bro. And I'm not even afraid to say this because I've talked about it with the artists, or I've had the artist message me after I sent my verse back, and they're like, "Yo, I can't release this," and I'm like, "What? Why?" They're like, "Yo, like in all honesty, you fucked that up. Like you bodied me. Like I have to like remake the song, or let me." All the time it's let me send you a next track, and they try to, and they wait till they have a harder song, and then by that point, like my feature price isn't $100 anymore, you know, like it's $500. Like shit's changed since I've been dropping this music, and the connects I've made, the shows I'm doing, like, and they're like, "Oh fuck, like okay, I'll hit you up when I have that and stuff." And so okay, like a lot of the time, bro, they don't want to drop it because of how hard I went on my verses. Like, dude, when someone says they want me on a feature, bro, I can show you some of my features. If you send me your email, I'll email you some of my unreleased features. Dude, I know to go so hard. Because, if you're ever going to drop this, I want all of your fans. I want all of them. Like,
that's smart. That's smart thinking.
Yeah, like I dropped a song called X-Rated that I was featured on with this Jamaican artist named Swisha, who's one of the most beautiful souls in the world, and today's price is not the same as tomorrow. Yeah, she's one of the best, dude. And hopping on her song X-Rated, we took a trip out to Niagara, and Niagara's awesome. Like you have so much fun out there. You know, it was just me and like 20 girls, Like it was the sickest trip, and dude, just in the hotel around the city all night and everything. Come on, what's going on, man? Sorry, my cat's
You're good, bro.
playing with the cord here. Around the city all night, like, bro, we had so much fun. We had Showtime was good. That's my barber right there. Yeah, we had so much fun. And dude, yeah, if you check out X-Rated, that's like when like older ladies and stuff like are asking me, show me a song and everything. You do music. I show them that one because they're like, you know, these foreign women. They're like, you're a bad boy. You're a bad boy. You know, they love it. They love the sexuality with the women and all that stuff. But yeah, X-Rated is probably my biggest feature. Like that I've featured on a song with someone. That I don't know about my biggest, but definitely my favorite. And
Oh,
myself have a lot of features coming out. Like I have a track with Slim Dinero that we've already dropped. Finder's Feet. This is on my last tape. But yo, like it's we dropped the video real soon. That's one of the videos I've had vaulted for excuse me, for so long. So yeah, we're gonna drop that video real soon. I got a lot of videos on the way.
so if money wasn't in the equation, then you could work with any artist that wasn't Tory Lanez or Drake, who would you want to work with?
Okay, I have two answers. One is just a smart answer for my career wise. The other is music wise. Who would I want to work with?
Okay.
So like to better my career, I think the artist I would want to work with is probably Justin Bieber. Like that's also for the love I have for Justin Bieber. I think he's one of the best artists in history. I think he could release more music. Like I think even he knows he could release more music if he wanted.
Yeah.
And if he did and he tapped into like all that stuff, yeah, it'd be cool to hear more music for him to collab with him. But for my favorite like artist, like who would I want to collab with? Um, um, maybe Hot Boy or Kodak. Like I love the Florida sound. I think they're both like sick artists. They have similar sounds. Kodak's a bigger artist, so it'd be more beneficial, but I think I like Hot Boy's melodies a little more. So either one of those two Florida boys, like Kodak or Hot Boy.
I will say, people can stop the hate with Justin Bieber. They won't let him live down fucking Baby.
Yeah. He was a product of his environment, you know. Like,
Yeah. And like, I'll say, like, he released a song a couple years ago where he pretty much like said like people were laughing at me when I was fucked up. Like I wasn't mentally right because he fucking was 12 years old when he got famous. Like
yeah.
it's not something built for everybody to deal with.
Yeah. He had a super industry plant upbringing. But yeah, I don't know, might have been different. Yo, I had a buddy that lived with Justin Bieber when Justin was kicked out of California. Like he was literally kicked out of the state.
Yeah.
This is when I was like, this is when I was really young. I was like trapping bear and shit. And I knew this one guy who was a big recording artist. And he used to live with Justin Bieber in Las Vegas. That was where Bieber went after he was kicked out of California. And you know, there was bare people being paid to live with him and shit, to like help better his influence. You know, I heard some stories, bro, and the kid is nuts. Like you know, he's a lot like me. He's a lot like me. He's crazy. He's super super crazy, bro. Like definitely partied a lot, you know.
What would you say has probably been like the hardest thing for you as an artist?
My dick. So many women. It's always hard. No, I'm joking. Um, Fuck, hardest thing. I don't even think anything's hard. Like, I guess the hardest thing would be learning my engineering, but I guess it's not really as an artist.
I would consider that part as
Yeah. Like I don't find any of this shit hard. It's so much fun, dude. But like the most amount of work I've put into learning something would be the engineering, and working with a bunch of different engineers from different places, different studios, and picking up what they learn, finding what I like the best and stuff. I put the most work into that, and it would be the hardest thing as an artist so far.
what would you say has probably been the most rewarding?
Features.
Features?
Yeah, most rewarding is features. When I dropped my song with Roni, it got playlisted in over 500 playlists. I'm in like 1,200 playlists now, and for that to be in 500, that one song, it's insane. Like, it's definitely the most rewarding thing I've done. What's up, Roberto? And yeah, like even like my feature with Slim Dinero, like it's one of my most. It's like my fourth or fifth most streamed song on Apple Music, and like we haven't dropped a video or nothing. It was just a random one of my random songs on my last EP, and yeah, like it hit hard. It got playlisted a lot. Got playlisted on Apple Music too. And then yeah, 1,200 playlists. Yeah, right when I hit 1,000 about a month ago, it was a big celebration day. And yeah, Young Stitch. I dropped Choppa with Young Stitch, like another white boy in our city. Like he's got a crazy fan base. And dude, yeah, that song went nuts. We had right at the bottom of my condo here. Like we had flamethrowers busting and everything. Like it was super sick, that feature. Which, like I said, was great. Feature with Fame Holiday in my most viewed video. So yeah, dude, the features most rewarding.
If you had to describe your music to somebody that had never heard you, how would you describe your music?
I'd say like versatile, obviously, and meaningful. Like every song is meaningful, even when it's just hype, like Aita or Codeine. When it's just a hype ass song, like taking the lyrics, like really taking the lyrics and how much passion is in the cadence of my voice and shit. Like, and then the songs that mean more, Same Mistakes, Long Nights, When I'm Up, When I Drop Promises. They're impactful. I'd say like meaningful, impactful, and definitely versatile.
Did you kind of like, with your style, would you say it's like kind of based off like with like Aita and the stuff you're saying in the chorus? Would you say that kind of like falls under like the Demon Time shit from Tory Lanez, where you're just talking about shit?
No, and what I just realized recently is a style that I take on is New York drill. So that was like just randomly inspired. Like I listen to a lot of Pop Smoke too, and so like out of nowhere last week, I kind of just realized I was like, damn, yo, Aita and Codeine, like Choppa, all my drill songs are like, and they sound New Yorkish. Like if you were to say where does this drill sound like it's from, like if anywhere, I think that it would, most people would say New York because of how like heavy I go on it. That was all like inspired by me, just like wanting to go ham. You know who actually a huge artist in our city, The Crook. He goes real hard on drill songs, and once in a while like hits a melodic part, and like yeah, I definitely picked up a bit of like influence from The Crook. I think I even, when I wrote Codeine, I was thinking of The Crook had just dropped a drill song, and it had a sample from like a famous TikTok song. and yeah, like I took influence from how hard he went, and I was like, damn, yeah, on a drill song, like you gotta go hard, you know, you gotta get the crowd hype and shit. Like if I start
Yeah.
getting on stage, like that shit's gotta carry, you know, like everyone's gonna go nuts and stuff. So um, yeah, that like all my drill songs, like things like Iton, Codeine, like they're heavily, I think, New York drill influenced.
You saying that, I can hear that now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
How many live shows have you gotten to do since started making music 3 years ago?
Like the like performances and stuff.
Yeah, like live performances.
Dude, I have no idea. Like a lot, maybe around 100 or something like that. Stephanie,
Yeah.
good, Adam, Ali, what's up? Yeah, I've done a lot, dude. I can't even. I have no idea. I couldn't put a number on it. Anywhere from like 60 to 150, something like there. Um, and yeah, like the shows I've gotten the most recently out in Montreal, Toronto at the Garrison, Celebration Square. I've like there's some of the Juliet. Holy smokes, that Juliet was crazy. Some of the biggest shows I've done so far. You know, Juliet was in front of like 600 people. Uh, Celebration Square like 250 people. Garrison was like 150 people, and those are all like getting bigger and bigger and bigger and stuff. Then August 4th, I'm in Hamilton opening for Roni. So Roni's a city legend out here. You know, like been doing this over a decade. I've been listening to him since I was in literally, I think, grade 8. When he was dropping like hood music, like it's Ron Dog, Wagwan, who are you? I let it bon, a pussy so long, like super beginning of the Toronto sound. So yeah, I've been like growing up, I was a fan of him. Now that I do music, I'm not a fan of no one, but like he's the artist that I respect a lot. Monty was good. Monty's a big artist from our city too. And then yeah, like Roni's like got all my respect. I dropped the track with him. And yeah, he just when I was in Montreal opening for Fame Holiday, Roni just called me. He's like, "Yo, can you open for me in Hamilton? Like Hamilton's gonna love you." And he said to me, he's like, "Yo, I see what you're doing. You're putting in work. That's why I want to offer you this and everything." And I was like, "Of course, obviously, bro." Like, so I'm super excited. That's gonna be probably the biggest show I've ever done. August 4th. So that's in like days, you know. I'm super excited for that. Yeah, the shows are good, man. The shows are good. I have a lot of plans, you know. Like I don't plan to even be in Canada for more than 8 months. Like within the next like 6-7 months. Like I'm trying to move to Miami. I'm getting everything in line like currently to move down there. So yeah, hopefully live shows pick up when I'm in Miami because out here is great, but there's only so much Canada can do for you. Like you have to go to the.
Right.
I want to do a different city every 2 years, so I'll go by there. After 2 years, take equity. I'll go by in LA, live there. Take equity. I'll go by in New York. I just keep going. Chicago, Atlanta, retire in Hawaii. I have my whole plan. I got my whole next 50 years planned out. For music, I got my whole next. Whenever I drop, I got the next 18 months planned out. Like I'm just saving that money, deciding, okay, now I'm at that point. Sora's what's good. Sora's a big artist from our city too. Oh, and Laura's a feature actually I'm on. She drops that because I went hard on that verse. And yeah, I got my whole plan. When I finally hit that number in my bank account and I decide to put like 70% of that into one song, you know, risk it all, go with one song, try and get heard by a major, get some meetings, have a lawyer on my back. You know, I'd love to sign to a major for 5 years and then go independent or do distribution deals with distro companies and stuff. Like, I think I know how to move with the amount of people around me. I don't have a lot of smart people around me when it comes to blowing up globally. You know, people do huge things in our city out here, but it's our city, you know, like we got to go global with this shit. So once I get a lawyer who can help me maintain my assets and stuff, and then I'm with a major who can help me go global. That's the whole idea, to sign with a major for 5 years or 8 years or something, and then go independent and do distribution deals.
I mean, what you're saying with like Canada can do so much for you, Toronto can only do so much for you. It's like pretty much how it is anywhere. Like your hometown or state can only do so much for you.
Right.
You have to, whether it's move to a different state, if you want to expand who you are, you have to go. You might have to fly to California to do openings for an artist to get your sound in LA. You might have to go down to Miami, do some fucking shows down in Miami so people in Florida can hear that shit.
Absolutely.
Like, you have to either not just move, but just go and
be
wherever.
The movements are strictly because I've tapped into everything out here. Everything you can do out here in our city, I've done it. I've been on 93.5. I've been in front of, at Juliet, I've been in front of 600 people performing live. I've got features with Roni, Slim De Niro, Young Stitch, some of the biggest artists in the city. Cam Hunter, who was on Down with Webster, one of the biggest rap groups that Canada's seen. Like, I've done everything. Six Buzz, I've been on their Instagram, their YouTubes. Like, I've tapped into everything out here. Now I'm starting to tap into thisis50.com complex. You can check out my articles there and stuff. And like, and now like I'm realizing, I've tapped into everything out here. I need to move to a different city. Like once I'm in Miami, I can tap into all the outlets out there, all the platforms out there, try and take over shit out there while I'm working on the same plan. My plan for music, like save up 6 figures and put over 6 figures into one song for promotion. I can do that from any city. Like I know where all that's going. I know all the places it needs to go to get my music in front of the right people and get these meetings. I can do that from wherever. The move is strictly because I've tapped into everything out here. And now
right. So this next segment is called This or That.
Okay. This or that.
And I'll present 2 artists to you, and you'll tell me which one you'd rather ride around listening to. There's a good chance I might just edit this part out with the final cut, because we'll see how this goes here. We'll do Jay-Z or Nas.
You know what? 50 had beef with both of them. Nas, I think I'd rather drive around listening to Nas. If Heaven Was a Mile Away, holy shit, bro. I could listen to If Heaven Was a Mile Away if that was the only song I were allowed to listen to. There's a pick one song. There's a handful of songs I pick. Heaven Was a Mile Away, I could listen to that forever. There's no Jay-Z song I could listen to forever. Because it was from the movie You Got Served, and I just like, it'll bring me right back to, I used to breakdance when I was younger, you know, that Nas would give me nostalgia.
Tupac or Biggie?
Oh, bro, you did it. Oh, man. What do you guys think in the comments? Tupac or Biggie? If you could only listen to one, if you're driving around, who would you listen to? Tupac or Biggie? I need your help for this one. I got. Oh, dude. I should put it into. I should put it into like who of the. Everyone's saying Tupac. Everyone's saying Tupac. Ooh, I was about to say I should put it into a category of like. The same category of like if I could pick one song from either of them to listen to for the rest of my life, is there one? I know everyone's saying Tupac, but you want to say Biggie? I think I'd say Biggie. He goes. Come on, we all. I'd say Tupac. No, I'd say Tupac. I'd say Tupac. Bro, changes. I could listen to on repeat. I was gonna say Biggie has multiple songs I could listen to on repeat, but Changes is better than any Biggie song in my opinion. Like, okay, we'll go with Tupac.
All right, and like if any of these artists you don't know, you can just say pass and move on.
Okay.
We'll go Cardi B or Nicki Minaj.
Cardi B. That's I won't say it. Nicki Minaj has me blocked on Instagram. So
No shit.
yeah, my old account when I was like just hitting 12K or whatever. I don't even know why. Like one day I looked up Nicki Minaj, or I tried to click her page or something when like her and 6ix9ine dropped the track, and I was like, "What the fuck? This girl has no posts." And I asked my girl to pull up her page, and I'm like, she has me blocked. Like what? What, bro? Before I was doing music, I must have said something stupid on World Star post or something like that when they posted her or something. Because I have no idea. Like since I've started doing music, I'm happy. I'm so happy. I don't care to hate. I don't have a hating bone in my body. You won't catch me talking shit about an artist, especially
Right.
anyone. So I don't know what, but I must have said something about Nicki Minaj in a comment section that she saw and blocked me. And just in general, I'm gonna go with Cardi B. Cardi B's newer. Like I said, I think the music's better. It's at the point where it's like every 2-3 years the music is better.
Music changes every year.
My opinion. So yeah, I think Cardi.
Kevin Gates or Joyner Lucas?
Oh, bro, that's a fucking great question. Because Joyner's he's such a great spitter, but I don't like that. But I totally respect Joyner for a lot of things. He's done a lot of his impactful videos that he's done. I have super respect for him. You know what? Just for the fact that I don't like Joyner Lucas's song "I'm Not Racist," I really don't see the perspective from the white guy at all. So I'm gonna give it to I don't even remember, but whoever else you said.
Kevin Gates.
Kevin Gates, yeah, because I used to listen to Kevin Gates still. Like I used to listen to. I never like heard Joyner drop the track. Oh my god, I'm gonna go listen to this. Like it's never been like that. But I've heard and it's never been like that with Kevin Gates either, I guess. But I've heard my dogs playing Kevin Gates, some of his hype songs. I'm like, whoa! Like back in 2015 and shit. When it wasn't, I got 2 phones, one for the plug and one for the low. Yeah, I was really trying to think of that song. That was the first song I think I ever heard by him. Yeah, Diamonds. I think Kevin Gates definitely. Yeah.
All right. Wiz Khalifa or Young Thug?
Wiz. Yeah, I would choose Wiz over Young Thug. I listened to a lot of Wiz. I think if maybe I was younger when Young Thug got big, because Thug got big after Wiz.
Yeah.
I think if they were on the same time, I would have loved Thug just as much as Wiz. But I've never had a love for Thug. I think he's great. I think he's serious businessman. I don't know what's going on with him right now, but I think he's gonna shine coming out of it. But yeah, I think Wiz for music for sure.
Okay. Pusha T or Kanye?
Oh man, bruh, I don't like neither of them.
Moving on, Lil Wayne or Drake?
But I'll say Pusha T because he's got a couple songs I like. Drake. Lil Wayne's an older artist, as good as people say Lil Wayne is. Yo, you know what? Mona Lisa only dropped a couple of years ago. Lil Wayne's still sick and keeps up with the times. But yeah, even when you were asking me before, who are your top 5 artists and stuff, I didn't mention him, so I'd say Drake for sure.
Gucci Mane or Jeezy?
Now you bring me back to all the old songs. Now I gotta Jeezy because of Soul Survivor with Akon. Oh man, I can't sleep. We live in hell. First they give us the work, then they throw us in jail. Yo, that's the video too. Easy. Yeah, I love Gucci Mane. Super sick, sick businessman too. But Jeezy. Yeah.
T.I. or Ludacris?
Yo, every time he asks me in the comments, I want you guys to say who you think, T.I. or Ludacris, because he was asking good ones. I need some help with these. T.I. or Ludacris? Oh, ooh, dude, you know what? At one point before I started music, I would have said T.I. because of ASAP. You ain't trying to play me. I'm growing on the map. ASAP. Or I'm a king. I'm a king is one of the sickest beats in rap history. But since I started music, yeah, I'd say Luda. But yeah, Luda too, because bro, those hits, bro. Get Back. That's one of the craziest songs ever.
Gunna or G Herbo?
Gunna. Yeah.
Gunna.
I don't listen to much G Herbo. I've heard a few songs and yeah, I've never like went and listened to them. But Gunna, yeah, I hear Gunna on a lot of features and I like his verses all the time.
Outkast or Wu-Tang?
Outkast. Yeah, I'd say Outkast. Miss Jackson's one of my favorite songs ever. That's again a song I could listen to the rest of my life, you know.
Eminem or The Game?
Eminem. Like I love The Game. I love a lot of his songs. How We Do, Hate It or Love It. But that was always because 50 was there and Dre was there. Since The Game, like I don't know, The Game moves a little weird. Not weird, just
Different.
different. Yeah, yeah. Yeah.
21 Savage.
Eminem. Come on, Eminem. Obviously, Eminem.
21 Savage or Kodak Black?
Kodak Black, yeah. I have watched a lot of like interviews with 21 Savage and fucking love him as a person. I just don't listen to a lot of his music. But yeah, I would definitely say Kodak. Kodak's one of my favorites.
Last one I got. J. Cole or Kendrick Lamar?
Yeah, I don't. Probably J. Cole because I guess like till a certain point I would listen to his music when he drops. Now I don't listen to anything either of them drop ever.
Very rare. They both have their stuff set on like a 4-year timer before they drop projects in between.
Yeah, they're very rapidy rap, especially
Yeah.
Lamar. I did scroll through his last album, but yeah, like I'm not a fan of like Kendrick or J. Cole's music. How they move, definitely a fan of it. But yeah, I don't listen to much of their music. J. Cole, because he's got a lot of good R&B songs I liked. Forest Hill was one of the greatest albums, honestly, and even All Eyes on Me, or For Your that's Tupac.
For Your Eyes Only.
Tupac, yeah, For Your Eyes Only. That was incredible. That was made for some like little girl in his life, or whether it's his niece or something like that. Someone that was I think I could be wrong. I think someone was passing away, a little girl he knew, and he made it for her. But I know if I'm wrong, I know it was made like specifically and very special. And when I listened to that front to back, yeah, and from what I heard, also like the song "Exchange" by Bryson Tiller, J. Cole released his own version on that beat on that album. So like, what I heard was J. Cole created that song, showed it to Bryson Tiller, and said, "Yo, I think this is how you should go on the beat." And then Bryson Tiller made "Exchange" and dropped it. And then years later, J. Cole got permission to drop his version. That's what I heard. So I thought that was pretty cool.
How many tracks would you say you have stocked up?
Oh my god, I have no idea. Stocked up, like, because there's Bear tracks I'm not gonna drop. Bear tracks I don't even think are good. So if we're talking about how many tracks do I have stocked up just all together, I don't know, 700 or 800. But songs that actually plan on dropping maybe 40. So like all like either on projects or singles that have videos behind them. I have 6 or 7 music videos right now, like on my phone, on my computer, like with this new director, like ready to go. And I'm just like, damn, these are so good. I need 6 figures behind promo. Like, yeah, so I'm just waiting. But yeah, dude, I got probably 700-800 songs ready to go, like, or like that I've made. Haven't dropped probably about 40-50 songs that I do intend to drop. Maybe even more, dude. Maybe even more. And then, yeah, like about 6 or 7 videos.
That's a fucking lot, man.
Yeah, because I want to go to these labels with a lawyer and shit, and I want to have a bunch. Yo, chill. I want to have a bunch for them.
Right.
So I can be like, yo, y'all can pick whatever you want. Like, if you guys like any of these projects, pick any of them. Yo, this girl's going crazy. 1 sec.
You're good, bro.
Yeah, like if I want to pick any of those projects and go on that and like be like, yeah, or sorry, if they want to pick any of the projects, then they can pick any of them. If they don't like any of them and they want to wipe all of them, okay, cool, wipe all of them. If you show me the right contract and you have the right connects, you convince me and I'm satisfied with what's in the contract, then yeah, okay, well, I'll do whatever you say. Like, let's go worldwide with this, you know, with the right company, something like Universal, Interscope, Sony, Warner, something like that, you know. And yeah, so like, lot of work in the vault, and I hope I get to drop all of these. You know, like I do intend to start. It's more like me. I want to get the money together for one single, and I have that single in mind. It's called "Can't Let You Go." It's a remix. I call it C mix of "Can't Let You Go" by by Fabulous. Say, I can't leave you alone, and I know I'm feeling grown, but I can't let you go. One of the biggest songs of the early 2000s. And as a song I listened to growing up when I was super young, I have a video for it already. Like, that best video I have so far. I'm supposed to be getting a video next couple of days that I know will be the best video so far, but that's for my first studio. So when I put out my first big album, I want to have this video I have coming in ready for it. But this other one, Can't Let You Go, that'll be my first big drop. I'm probably going to drop Codeine, Finder's Fee, and 808 because all 3 of those songs are already out on all platforms. So I'm probably going to drop those videos. Each of them will get 10 to 20 grand of promo behind them. But once we're at the point where we have enough and then some to put 6 figures into one song, Can't Let You Go will be the song that you'll see go global.
What would you say is your idea of making it in the music industry? Is it going global? Is that like where you want to be for you to feel like you've accomplished what you want?
Dude, I'm the type of person that I will never feel accomplished. I will never ever be satisfied with anything. I do want to be the biggest in the world. I want to have an impact bigger than any artist that's ever been out there. I know things happen very quick for people to get that platform. It all depends on how you capitalize on it. Kondo, what's good? Kondo's a big artist. I got a track that super sick track with him coming out too. And yeah. I want to be like the biggest artist in the world. I have these plans, and that all happens quick, and it just matters how you capitalize on it. And I think I have the right plan to capitalize. So, no, I'll never feel satisfied. Being an artist is just like where I'm at right now. I have way more plans than being an artist. Like, I definitely want to get back into fighting. I want celebrity boxing because they all want to box. They're too scared to do MMA, so they all want to box. So we'll box. And yeah, I want to get back into fighting, get big paychecks for fighting. I want to own many rental properties, lots of apartments, student housings, shops. I want to buy my girl like a whole beauty salon, all this stuff. You know, I want to buy the club right across the street from me, Anco, keep it as Anco. I want to do all this shit, you know, buy a lot of places that will go up in value, buy just spaces. I want to good with like with lawyers. I want to find out where condos are being put up. buy properties beside it, make it a parking lot, sell in the parking lot, and then when they need my parking lot, they have to buy it off me for a ridiculously high price. I want to put up a shitload of fucking parking lots up everywhere. Like, I want to do it all, dude. I want to do it all. I want to have a network of people working in every single department. People, I want to have a guy who's finding people to open up laundromats and stuff. And I need the guy to find people, because I'm busy finding the guys to find the guys and or girls and to do this stuff. So, dude, yeah, I want to do it all, man.
For being your age, man, you got a lot of smarts to you. I'll definitely give you that, because
Bro, that's my
you
fan.
have some really good ideas and solid ways of trying to build your brand. And
thank you, bro. That's all my family, bro. Especially my dad, man. The way my family raised me is just be a hunter. Just, yeah, there's no level that you should ever feel like you can't go higher.
so I got 2 more questions before we talk about some of your discography. What would be some advice you'd give to younger you, or just like a young kid trying to want to pursue making music?
Start now. Just start right now. Don't even think about it. Like, especially while you're young. If you're talking to 15, 16-year-old me, nothing else matters right now. School doesn't fucking matter. Like, in our world, high school is one of the stupidest fucking things. Like, I'm not gonna tell my kid that. I'll tell him work hard and everything, because I don't know. I'll be real with them. I don't. School system is very weird. And yeah, if you want to start music, do it now while you don't have any adult priorities.
Right.
Start now. That'd be my biggest advice. You know, I didn't even like. I used to write rhymes since I was like 8, 9 years old. I would listen to fucking even Will Smith sometimes. I could listen to Will Smith and fucking B2K, 50 Cent. Yeah, man, I was always writing rhymes, but it wasn't until I like went to rehab and wrote stuff. My mom told me hit the studio. I hit the studio and heard my voice back in the headphones that I was like I've never felt a feeling like that before.
What would be some change you want to see in your community?
Oh, dude. It's tough because I love my community. Like I said, we're a product of your environment. So like who I am is based off of like where I grew up. You know, I just seen a stat the other day that was like something like 250% of sorry, I don't want to get it wrong, so I don't want to say anything that's not wrong. But yo, a lot of like racism from police out here, and it's not seen obviously unless you're dealing with it. So like I've seen and heard of a lot of fucked up things that cops do, and I've experienced privilege myself too. I've knocked people the fuck out, ran from cops, and then they've taken me around the corner, asked me if I'm the rapper hosting the club and stuff, asked me to freestyle, and then let me walk away. And like no cap, bro, if I wasn't white, if I was like any other skin color, that it 100% wouldn't have gone that way. So and I've seen it with like other friends of mine and stuff. So just like in any community, obviously ending racism would be ideal. It's here in Toronto, so I would say that.
Police, it's fucking insane to me that fucking police, like the racism police have.
Dude,
it's fucking global.
Badge is the badge of like hunters, like people who used to go out and lynch people. They used to wear those star badges, and now that's the fucking sheriff's badge. Like it's sorry, that's what police force started from like lynchers.
Yeah.
Who were lynching black people, that they turned into a force and wore that fucking sheriff's badge that is now our sheriff's badge, and it slowly turned into what the police force is, which is why there's such an evident racism problem in the police force. Dude, it literally turned in from people who were lynching into the police force. That's fucked up. They literally kept the same badge.
Moving on to your discography here.
Yeah.
Real fast. We'll start with your album. Actually, yeah, it all started in 2020. So we'll start with Splash, that dropped in 2020. What was the creative process behind that?
So I made, if you go listen to Bad is the first EP, or one of my first EPs, I guess. And Bad has a single on it called Bad. That's, I think, one of my greatest songs. If you listen to, I created Bad and Splash and a few other songs all at the same time. And I sent them off to this promotion company, Up Next, because he's telling me, he's like, I'll give you a distro deal and give me I don't know what it was, like 10 or 25 max % on the song or something like that. And so, yeah, I sent him 8 songs, and I had no idea. Splash used to be called Same Shit. So when I sent it to him, it was called Same Shit. And I had no idea that was going to be the one. I was certain it was going to be Bad. I was hyping it up to him and everything. And then he picked Same Shit, and we ended up changing the name to Splash. And my boy Splash, you obviously seen him in the video and everything. Yeah, like that song was just created with a bunch of others, sent to the person I was doing the distro deal with, and it's the one he picked. So boom, I got together with my old camera crew and we shot the video, and song came out beautifully, video came out beautifully, promotion came out beautifully.
And then you had brought up Bad. Do you remember how many tracks were on Bad?
Yeah, there's 8 songs on Bad.
8 songs. What was so you had made all of that prior to even like thinking about sending it into Up Next, or did you already like have that planned out in your head, like, I'm going to send this into Up Next?
I had no idea that I was going to be making a mixtape called Bad when I sent him 8 songs. Maybe there was 1 or 2 other songs that were on Bad that I sent him as well. But no, we picked Splash, ran Splash for about 3 or 4 months. And in that time of the promo rollout, I was getting the mixtape together for Bad.
I do have a question. Was there an album you deleted?
There was 4 tapes I deleted. Each of them had 4 songs and were released week after week in October.
Okay.
That was called Murder 1, 2, 3, and 4.
I thought you had one called Six Slime or something like
Oh,
that.
yeah, 6 days. It was a first EP I created over 6 days. I made 1 song a day. It was after my ex and I had broke up. And eventually I just got to a point in my career where my engineering had improved so much that I wanted to take down things that weren't mixed properly.
Do you ever think about re-uploading it?
No,
after?
I don't want to re-upload it. There's really only 1 song on it, or 2 songs out of the 6 that I was a big fan of. But no, I just listened to them on my own. I have a crazy girlfriend now, so there's no way I could re-upload a tape about my ex. And no, I don't even care to. I have way crazier things in the vault ready to go and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, like I did actually remix that song. It's called Slime. I just put a 6 before the L. I did remix that song and I put it on Bad. So if you want to check out the remix on Bad, it was I engineered it way better. The verses I put on it were better. It's just me instead of featured artist, and I kept the chorus the same. I just changed the melody that I did it in, and I think it's better.
Okay, respect. I was curious because when I realized I had said Splash was the first thing I heard, it was actually that EP was the first thing I heard because you had started promoting that on Instagram.
Yeah.
And when I was trying to search for stuff, that's what had popped up.
Gotcha.
And then I reached out to you and we talked for a little bit.
Gotcha, yeah.
So later on in 2020, you released a song, Jasmine, which is not like any of your other songs.
Thank you, yes.
It is very R&B.
Yeah.
What made you decide to actually go through with making an R&B track?
So if you go check on my girl on Instagram, she looks just like Jasmine, the princess. Yeah, I was in my whole honeymoon phase with her and everything. Probably still am, but yeah, like that song just came about so naturally once I was happy with her. Um, Jasmine's a great song, great song. I should definitely tap into that sound a bit more when I decide to release another R&B tape.
Then you also released Mob in 2020. What was the process behind that?
Mob was huge, so I just linked these two artists, the Quan, sorry, and Shacky Baby. Shacky Baby is my guy. Like the second guy on it, Shacky Baby. He's just such a funny guy. Both of the guys' verses were so hard. But I know what Shacky Baby does out here and shit, and he's a real one. So yeah, his verse goes so hard to me, and he's my guy for sure. They're both my guys. Yeah, we just I was recording for him. I was engineering for Daquan, and yeah, like the song just kind of came about. We decided we were like probably turn one night, all of us and shit, and all decided to hop on the track together. Um, it's Duwan. Sorry, I said Daquan. Oh my god, I'm so stupid. Duwan. And yeah, we all hopped on that track together. Probably got a couple more together even because I'm considering a few. But yeah, Mob came about, and we shot it right in Meadowvale behind the town center. Or sorry, behind the four rinks. A lot of fights used to go on and shit there, so I want to shoot it right there. And yeah, dude, Mob went hard. Mob went super hard. I'm on a rah. Back over, I don't even remember it, but I remember the melody, and that shit was crazy. That video was crazy too. My old camera crew went hard on that video.
2021, you released another album. You released Activated.
Yeah, so that was my 20-song mixtape that had a few videos go before. So that's the one that has Long Nights, When I'm Up, Same Mistakes, the trilogy on it. I even had a billboard out in Scarborough that said the trilogy and all the titles and stuff. One of my favorite billboards I've gotten. And yeah, like, yo, if you guys are in this live, definitely go check out Long Nights. Long Nights, When I'm Up, and Same Mistakes. Each one picks up from where the last one left off, and it's some real life shit. My mom's in the last video, Same Mistakes. So yeah, I put out those songs, and then I put out Choppa as well with Young Stitch. I put the video out on the day I dropped the tape. I dropped the Lakeshore video. A week later, I dropped the Right Feet video. I had like 6-7 videos behind that mixtape, and I just had like, I think it was like 42 songs or something I was considering for the tape. And I sat with a few of my people, and I played all 42 songs. I was like, you guys need to rate all of these and give it like decimal ratings, like 9 point something or 8 point something or 7 point something. And like, because you can't have two songs rated the same. You have to think one is better than the other. So like, start off your first song as a 10. Started off as a 10, I told them. Second song I play, if you feel like you need to adjust the rating in your first song based on the next song, adjust your rating. Don't have any two songs rated the same. And we went through 42 songs. And
God damn.
yeah, I got my average top 20, and boom, put out the tape. Bare good music on that. So much good music. I even have videos for other songs I just never dropped. Beef Ting is one of the hardest songs on that tape. Activated, the tape's called Activated. If you go listen to the song Activated with Cam Hunter, that's one of the biggest singers out of our whole country. He was from down with Webster, and just out of respect did the feature with me, no cost, and just a big man thing. And like, it was super sick tape. Huge features on that. Roni, Young Stitch, I think Mez and Cruz are on that tape on Mamacita. And yeah, mentioned a few others. Yeah, it's a crazy.
You also released a single, multiple singles, obviously, but you had another one called Pronto. What was the process behind Pronto?
Yep. Pronto, I just heard the way Toronto music sounded and stuff, and I came across this beat and I was like, that's super boppy, bro. Pronto, walking, glizzy, talking, let the ting rock, we know to get off it. Slime. Like it's just word, word, word. Pronto, walking, glizzy, talk. I did that whole song was a freestyle. Like I was just like having fun. I was probably turned as fuck, having so much fun on the mic, and I was like, once I listened to after, I was with like bare people here, and we were all going nuts. We got a noise complaint that night and everything. Like we were like, this is the hardest track, and like people were begging me to drop a video. I did intend to shoot one, and just kind of moved on. I saw that it didn't like go crazy compared to my other songs, so yeah, I didn't roll with it. But yeah, it was a super hard song, freestyle. Whole thing was a freestyle.
Then 2022, I'll go over your 2 singles, then we'll do the tape you dropped this year, and then we'll do your new release. So we'll start with More Than Love.
Yeah, so More Than Love was the big single leading into my mixtape Fantasy Island. And yeah, I had Fantasy Island all set, ready to go, and I was like, which song is going to be the big single leading into this? Like I said, I have videos for 808 and Finder's Fee still coming. Those will be dropping with Codeine before all my newer stuff. But yeah, like More Than Love, I was at the club one night, and I know the DJ real well. I go up to Natty B. I'm like, yo, I see Fame Holiday is up there. Let's go introduce me. And so he gave me a blessed introduction, and right away, like Fame knew who I was. He's like, yeah, I know you out here and shit. Like we both grew up in Sauga and Brampton together, and he's like, I was like, yeah, so let's get it. Let's do a feature. And he's like, yeah, for sure. He's like, if you're serious about it, you'll send me something tomorrow. So I had bare open verses ready to go. I sent him, I think just 2. Like when I did my feature with Roni, I sent him like 6. With Fame, I just sent him 2. Another song called 300 that I never even ended up dropping or will drop. And yeah, I sent him More Than Love. I knew he was going to pick More Than Love, and he did. And yeah, we linked up. He got the vocals back to me quick. My guy Cruz mixed the vocals like that, and like I mixed most of my songs, but I also work with a guy named Cruz who's an incredible engineer. So he did More Than Love for me, and like for both of our parts, yeah, 'cause I re-recorded it actually with him. And yeah, like the song just turned out great. Obviously, we knew it was a hit. Like it was such a hit, and we got together with like a bunch of people from my area, shot the video. And yeah, the song turned out to be my biggest song yet.
Then you've already kind of touched base on Codeine throughout the interview, but what was like the full process behind Codeine?
Yeah, Codeine just came out of nowhere. I heard a sample of Tate McRae's "You Broke Me First," her pop song, and it was a huge TikTok song, and I was like, damn, super sick drill song. And I don't know, just I think Codeine was kind of a freestyle too. Like it was just punched line for line. I was like, 20% of the codeine, rest of the fluid, 80% of me lonely, 100% of the night. I was like, right when I hit those first 2 lines, I was like, oh, I know for certain. It's rare that I know for certain while I'm recording that this will get released. But off those first 2 lines, I was like, there's no way that's not gonna hit hard. Like that's super hard. And so Codeine's gonna get streamed like crazy. Watch, you're gonna see that shit hit like 50,000 easy on Spotify once I drop the video. I have the video vaulted. And then I got my boys to remake the beat. They pulled the sample from her song, put it into a lower octave instead of a high pitched one, and just changed the whole vibe of the song, made it super heavy. I've been performing it at every show I go to, and people love it. So I have the video vaulted, ready to go. One of the sickest videos. I think it's the most, other than the one I'm waiting on, it's the most recent video I've shot. So, and will be the first one to go out.
Then we brought it up earlier, but you released Fantasy Island this year. What was like the whole vibe and the process behind Fantasy Island?
Yeah, so I knew I wanted an R&B tape, and I was just like, I just had to try and hit some high notes. So if you listen to the intro, Love, 808 and OT. Those are to me the three best songs by far on it. They're super nice R&B, beautiful R&B songs, and I had some crazy high notes all throughout Love, a bit of 808 and a bit of OT. The intro to OT has a sample from the movie Southpaw in it. Super passionate song. So I cared a lot about that mixtape. I wanted it to be my first album, but once it came about, my first album I'm not putting out unless I have $250,000 or I'm signed to a major. So I have something that, again, I'm considering for my first album. But who knows? It might end up turning into a mixtape. But yeah, like that just came about with a lot of care. I took probably 6 months to, not to create the fucking 8 songs, but like I was obviously considering 15 to 20 songs for that tape. So while I was in the midst of recording for months and months and months, I knew I had a tape in mind. And slowly but surely it came together with songs I was recording along the way.
Well, that brings us to your newest release, Ita, featuring Plush. How did you come about meeting Plush?
Craziest fucking story, dude. I was just joking around. I took a TikTok of my mom at the dinner table, and I was like, yo, Mom, if the spliff is Ita, don't even pass it to me. And my mom was just like, what? And the shit went fucking viral. I went like 300,000 views instantly, and I was just like, I've never experienced anything like this. And she left a comment on the video, and she's like, you guys seriously need to stop biting my shit. This is not cool anymore and everything. And I was like, yo, I just took her saying, if the spliff is Ita, don't even pass it to me. I took her voice from TikTok and I put it into a song, just a random drill beat, because I knew I wanted my producers to recreate it. And I sampled at the beginning, and then they mixed it into their new beat, and I put a preview up before they sent me the new beat. This is on the old beat. I put a preview up on my TikTok. It got like 100,000 views because I put it replying to her comment. And I was like, I was just like, oh, please, or something. I don't know. Like so it went viral again. And then she replied to that video and was like, yo, you don't have permission to use my voice. This seriously isn't cool. She DM'd me on Instagram, said, I'm going to have to get a lawyer now and sue you and everything. And so I posted her DMs and everything like that. And I just replied to her. I was like, yo, shorty, just slap a verse on it. And she's like, she messaged me back. She's a super cool chick. She's like, yo, I actually put a verse on it. And shit. I'm like, yo, bro, come over. She's like, I'll come over right now. I'm like, okay, boom, we get it done that day. She comes over, we get her verse all done, and yeah, it's all ready to go. But by the time she finished her verse, my boys had already sent the beat over. So it's crazy. If you go see the version that I put up where I was like just responding to her saying you can't use my voice, and I showed people I have a song with her voice in it, go look at the comments. They love it. There is not one single hate comment. They love it. The next video, I replied to the comment in the next video where she was like, hey, yo, this isn't cool. Now you can't use my voice and your lawyers. I replied to that with another video that I had Plush with me now and the new beat and everything. And if that's the item, man, get shot down like some sniper. Bow. Like, and once people saw her in the video with me, the whole comment section, like 90% of it is hate. And it's the same song. It's the same fucking song. So like bro, it's just proof that like broke people hate. They seen her. They seen that I helped her capitalize off shit. She helped me capitalize off shit. And they hated that she was in the video. And they're like, oh, now this song isn't good. And it's like, what? They didn't even know she was on the song yet. It was after later that once we dropped the song, I posted her verse and shit. It was the same fucking same song, bro. And I was just like, this is how the internet works. So I gotta learn how to play the game properly. But we're at like over 10,000 streams on Spotify, like 2 million on TikTok. About to touch 10,000 on Apple Music, and we're getting a video together. So once the video's out on Six Buzz, it's gonna go even bigger.
Yeah, I don't know. I smoke. I had to fucking look up what Ita is.
Yeah, so
I know now.
the term is Ito, and it's a Jamaican term. And she said, if the spliff is Ito, don't even pass it to me. People don't realize she did say Ito, but like with an L. But she said it like, if the spliff is Ito, don't even pass it to me. And it sounds like she's saying Ita. But since people thought that and started dissing her and she went viral for getting the term wrong, she ran with it. And she knew how to play the game. And now she's 100,000 followers on TikTok, helped me get the song out there. She played the game super, super smart. And then I think I played the game pretty smart too. I was like, yo, let's just drop a track. And she's like, okay, when she's here, she's like, we have to call it Itol though. And I was like, no. We're calling it Ita.
We're leaning into this.
Yeah, I was like, we're running with this now. ITAH, not just ITA. It's Ita, so they know.
I do like the way you did the Ita. You have just the thinnest fucking line connecting the two sticks to where it can almost pass off as Itol.
Yeah.
But then you look and you can see the little line that connects them.
Yeah.
That's smooth. Yeah, I had to fucking look it up because I was like, I don't know if that's a Canadian term, what? And then read it and was like, oh, it's a Jamaican term.
Mm-hmm.
Spliff, tobacco. I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But we are all done. The floor is yours. Plug anything you got to plug, man.
Yeah, man. So I'm opening for Roni in Hamilton August 4th. I currently have a lot of videos bolted. I'm making some big plays right now, some big money plays. So hopefully mid or end of August, I'm going to start dropping videos. I have about 6 or 7 vaulted. I know that there's 3 I want to get out there with a decent amount of promo money while I'm saving for that big bag for my single Can't Let You Go that I'll either drop with a bunch of my own money or a major label. But yeah, you're gonna see me mid to end of August start to drop some videos of songs that are already out, opening for Roni, and then you'll see some big global plays soon.
Hell yeah! If you guys didn't catch this live and you watch this on YouTube and the final edit goes up, all of C.Rowe's links will be in the description. His IG, his TikTok, his Apple Music, his Spotify, his YouTube channel. Probably go ahead and throw Six Buzz's YouTube channel on there too. That way, if one of his videos pops up there, you guys are subscribed and you'll see it. I appreciate you coming on, bro.
Thank you so much, man. You've been a great interview. I really appreciate it, man.
Hey, you were a great guest. I really appreciate it.
Awesome, dude. Have a great night.
You too.